Today on Santa Monica Update.
What Santa Monica is offering you following those tragic shootings within city limits. I'm Rick Boone, the story coming up.
Coming up, we'll tell you why a poster is worth 1,000 words like this one, sustainable.
Why these big boars are taking over the surf at Santa Monica Pier. I'm Rick Boone, the story coming up.
We have these important stories and more news about the city of Santa Monica coming right up. I'm Tamara Henry.
Santa Monica Update, your source for local news in Santa Monica. Santa Monica Update starts now.
Hello. The Santa Monica City Council meetings have gone mobile. Santa Monica residents can now watch City Council meetings live from their iPhones and iPads. Live streams from Santa Monica City Cable Channel 16 also allow viewers to watch Planning Commission and Rent Control Board meetings live. Using the QR code you'll find in the latest Seascape, or scan this screen. And don't forget our regular program mix of news, event coverage, and local programs. Jory Wolf, Chief Info Officer for the city, says with more people watching TV in different ways, we're keeping city programming accessible in ways that work best for our residents. Jory says adding City TV Stream to your home screen brings our programs only a button away. City TV can be viewed on Time Warner and Verizon Fios, Cable Channel 16, on the web at citytv.org, and now on iPhones and iPads. You don't win a lot, but you will win bragging rights when you add your ideas and answers to a series of questions being posted on the city's new feedback site for pedestrians. It's at pedplan.santamonicatownhall.org. As part of the Pedestrian Action Plan, this site asks, how can we be safer in Santa Monica? One recent featured question was, what ideas do you have for programs or events to ensure that older adults, young people, and others who cannot or choose not to drive can enjoy walking as a safe and viable form of transportation? Another recent question of the week produced a raffle winner. Jeremy, the winner, got a $5 gift card by answering the question, if there were one symbol that represented walking in Santa Monica, what would it look like? And what would you name it? Jeremy's idea was a gender-neutral cartoon of a cheerful pedestrian. Community members who participate in the Pedestrian Action Plan online help make Santa Monica a better place to walk and may also win prizes. So take a look now at pedplan.santamonicatownhall.org. Give us your ideas. Maybe you'll win something. There's a new service exclusively for elderly people and their caregivers. It's offered by Wise and Healthy Aging and the nonprofit Center for Civic Mediation of Los Angeles. The mediation is available on Mondays at the Ken Edwards Center, where Wise and Healthy Aging has its headquarters. Because elder adults and their families face unique challenges when it comes to resolving aging-related disputes, a trained neutral party can facilitate discussion so that everyone is working toward the best interests of the elderly person. For more information about this new service, call Wise and Healthy Aging at 310-394-9871. Santa Monica is helping you heal following the horrific events in our city recently. The shootings were a shock to us all, one that we certainly won't forget. But as Santa Monica Update's Rick Boone tells us, there's now an open door of support to help you and our city move back to normal.
What happened on this campus and at this house on June 7th in Santa Monica are images that will be tough for some neighbors to forget. But as every day goes by following what happened here, experts say healing is needed in an attempt for the entire city to move forward.
Let people know in the community that this is open to them, but also to the local businesses.
If you've been impacted in any way by this tragedy, that it's perfectly fine to reach out for support.
Laura and Julie are two of the many faces in the Community Connections and Support Center at Virginia Avenue Park inside the Park Center. It's open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. and Saturdays at 10 a.m.
We have many partners here in the community who have stepped up, as well as people from the faith community, to meet with a therapist, or they could just sit down and chat.
The center is now open through the end of June. It's a healing station to talk, get advice, and just relax following the events that rocked Santa Monica. Coordinators say for those having difficult coping with what affected all of us, this is the place to visit.
Most important things about trauma is that it's experienced differently by every single person, meaning that somebody might be having a major impact even though they weren't even near the site, and somebody else might be having less symptoms even though they were actually closer to what was going on.
The services are free and open to anyone on a drop-in basis and offered in English and Spanish. Mental health professionals will be on standby to listen to whatever is on your mind. Everyone is welcome in all ages. Experts say they'll also provide special discussions for children to answer those questions that can be sometimes hard to deal with.
For children, we handle talking about it a little bit differently. For children, if they're really young, they just need to understand that something happened and we're going to sort of move forward from that. But they might be a little bit clingy afterwards, and we want to really encourage parents to be supportive and nurturing.
The goal of this center is not to forget those who lost their lives in the shooting. Coordinators say they want those neighbors who were the innocent victims to never be forgotten, but to ensure the entire city will be able to move forward. Those inside this support center say they want to provide a helping hand and putting everyone in city limits in a positive direction.
If you need a place to come and talk about the event, we're here for you.
For Santa Monica Update, I'm Rick Boone reporting.
To contact the Community Connections and Support Center, stop by 2200 Virginia Avenue Park or give them a call, 310-458-8701. Once again, it's open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. A hot trend is making more waves on our beach. Paddleboarding is emerging as a way to get around on the water. Santa Monica Update's Rick Boone takes us to a competition which celebrates the sport that continues to make a splash in the city.
I am a paddleboarder. I love it.
For decades, it's been the way to enjoy the water.
I love getting out with a group of people, and it's just sharing the camaraderie. It's standing on the water together. It's talking about life, talking about things, and it's just a fabulous way to bond.
Paddleboarding is giving those who love to surf another option to chill on the sea.
It's a party for people who love the ocean and want to challenge themselves and surf and on the sand.
Santa Monica is celebrating the trendy sport with its 4th annual paddleboard race and ocean festival at the pier that happened in early June. The party at the beach hosted live bands, hula dance troupes, and exhibitors that focused on everything in the world of paddleboarding.
There's this amazing history here. People don't realize that the Santa Monica Pier was one of the birthplaces of stand-up paddling. This is where early paddleboarding got its start in the 1930s.
You know, these paddleboards are pretty tall in size, but actually for the weight, not so bad. You can pretty much hold it with one hand. Well, kind of, something like that. But really, the experts say the real skill in handling these boards out on the water is playing safe and making sure you follow all the rules. The 2013 competition on the water brought a long list of professionals and amateurs, all going for more than 16 grand in cash and prizes. But organizers say the goal of this celebration is not about just winning. It's one simple word: fun.
Paddle enthusiasts, you see more standing on a paddleboard.
Paddleboarding is a worldwide sport that sprung from surfing over the years, with expert surfers saying the trend is becoming their first choice of hitting the water.
I've really gotten into it. I love it.
He's known for his stunts on the water in movies and TV in the 1950s and 60s. His work was so cool, male and female Hollywood actors requested him to double for them in stunts on the screen.
Physically, it's the best thing I've ever done. And my balance has improved, and at my age to improve incrementally like that is really big.
A sport that started as a hobby and now surging up the coast as the thing to do on the beach. For Santa Monica Update, I'm Rick Boone reporting.
To learn who came out on top at this year's paddleboard race and how to sign up next year, just go online to santamonicapier.org. The Disabilities Commission and the Office of Environmental Sustainability celebrated the winners of the Disability Poster Contest with an awards event on a chilly day at the Annenberg Beach House. I was lucky enough to attend, and here's my report. The 5th annual Sustainable Santa Monica Student Poster Contest drew more than 300 entries.
This year we partnered with the Disabilities Commission, and we have a theme called I Am Sustainable, meaning that there's so many different sustainability programs and opportunities happening in Santa Monica that no matter what your abilities may or may not be, that you should be able to have an equal access and opportunity to participate in those programs, such as going to the farmers market, enjoying our beautiful beach here, riding the Big Blue Bus, getting a really good education and having the equipment and tools necessary, no matter what your ability to have those things.
4 grand prize winners and runners-up win prizes from the Paint Lab on Main Street for after-school art classes to continue their passion.
These kids get it. These kids understand what sustainability means. They understand what ability and disability means. And their artwork proves that. And they want to make their world accessible to all. Wonderful. Love it.
The Annenberg Beach House donated the space. Back on the beach served delicious snacks, and it was a zero-waste event with no trash being created.
We're so glad that you had this fabulous opportunity to come here. Obviously, we're a great place to hang out in the summer, and we have this gorgeous pool here.
I think they see some things that we don't even think of just because we tend to be really bound by our experiences and our frustrations, but kids see lots of opportunities.
So it blends in with the floor, so you just have to go onto it, and it just springs right up, and then it slides down, and then it curves up into the car. Even though you have a disability, you could still do lots of things.
And my poster is about the feeling of a disability people, and I really care about them, that how they feel, how they live, and yeah, I want to give them a hope and a chance to be in the community.
This person in a wheelchair has cameras because the beach is friendly to everyone.
The goal is to create a level playing field and all access for everyone, whether they are in wheelchairs, have guide dogs for blind or low vision, deaf or hard of hearing, kids with autism, epilepsy, multiple sclerosis, and the list goes on. The posters were on display at City Hall during early May. The posters will now all be showcased in these flip books to inspire us about Santa Monica's sustainable city plan and accessibility. Reporting for Santa Monica Update, I'm Tamara Henry. Remember that the universally accessible beach playground will be opening soon this summer for those in wheelchairs. It'll be at the South Beach Park, the southernmost of Santa Monica's 26 parks along the beach, just south of Ocean Park Boulevard, where Marine and Ashland Avenue meet the sand. For more information, visit sustainablesm.org and smgov.net/accessiblesm. Have you been wondering what to do with your kids this summer? Santa Monica College is offering an innovative summer camp program for kids and teens. Build your own camp. Young people can customize the camp that interests them and the length of time they want. The selection includes Chinese boot camp, Spanish boot camp, summer film academy for teens, auto care for new drivers, Young Photographers Project, 3 choices, and public speaking for young people. Most classes are offered at SMC's Bundy campus, 3171 South Bundy Drive at the Santa Monica Airport. There is ample free parking. To check out the classes, just go to comed.smc.edu or you can call 310-434-3400. Summer is finally here. When you're planning your activities, also plan to prevent injuries. Avoid the hottest part of the day for your activities. Don't overexert yourself. Wear lightweight, light-colored fabrics that reflect the sun, as well as hats and sunglasses. Drink 6 to 8 glasses of water even if you don't feel thirsty. And use sunscreen with an SPF of 15 or higher to protect your skin. Well, that's it for this edition of Santa Monica Update. And summer's here. Be careful when you're on the beach or on the street. Look around. Stay alert. I'm Tamara Henry for all of us at City TV. Thank you for watching.